Hello and welcome to my GLP-1 Car Chronicles. Again, episode 375. I know what you're thinking. Belle, take off the pink fourth arc. No, I won't. I can't take it off. I can't take it off. I'm actually using it as a coat, to be honest. See these two little lines here? Happened with my white one as well. It's from the seat belt. What can you do? Anyway, enough about me and my pink fourth arc. I am coming on today to speak about why do GLP-1 medications cause side effects and such bad side effects. So GLP-1 medications aren't just about suppressing your appetite, they're also reprogramming your body on how to regulate food, blood sugar and digestion. That's why side effects happen in your system, because your system is literally adapting to new way of functioning. And here's what happens. So I'm going to talk about why do GLP-1 medications actually cause side effects. GLP-1 medications, they're not just suppressing your appetite, they're reprogramming how your body regulates food, blood sugar and digestion. That's why side effects happen, because your system is literally adapting to a new way of functioning, like a whole new way of functioning that it's never done before. But here's what happens inside of your body. So we've got 5 big side effects. The most common ones I'll talk about anyway. So the first one is nausea and vomiting. And the reason sometimes that we feel this is because our stomach is emptying much more slowly than before, way slower. And the brain is also receiving stronger signals of satiety and fullness as well, which can make large meals or rich foods feel very overwhelming in your stomach. Your body is just adjusting and regulating to this new rhythm and the signals that it sends to your brain. So the next one I'm going to talk about is really common, constipation or diarrhea, or constipation and diarrhea, depending on what kind of day you're having. So constipation and diarrhea, the gut is actually lined with GLP-1 receptors. And when those GLP-1 receptors are stimulated, they can slow down or they can speed up unpredictably, right, at first. It will kind of wean off after a couple of months, hopefully for most people. But it can be really unpredictable. And that's why the urge to go to the toilet quite rapidly comes on you, because your GLP-1 receptors in your tummy are being stimulated by the GLP-1. Okay. But again, it does stabilize. And the thing that will help is hydration and fiber. It will help to regulate all of that. And the only thing I will say about this side effect is I suffered with both of them. But the constipation was definitely the worst side effect I've ever had to any kind of medication in my life. It was horrendous. And that's why I bang on about fiber so much. It's just so important. And your hydration, 2 litres of water a day, minimum, while you're on this medication, to keep your system ticking over the way it should. And number 3 of 5 is fatigue and low energy. People talk about this all the time, and it's really, really common as well, really common. So what we're being told is that fatigue and low energy is there, and it happens because your blood sugar regulation is shifting. And instead of these mad, rapid spikes and crashes that your body would have been used to, your body is learning to process energy more efficiently. This transition can make you feel sluggish in the beginning, and it can take a lot of energy inside of your body. So ultimately, you will feel like you are more tired on these medications at the start. But again, once your body gets used to it, that will stabilize and it will go away. Number 4 of 5. So this one is quite a funny one because nobody ever expects it, and it's really common, and it happens like a lot. So it's food aversions and taste change. So the way your brain perceives food is being completely rewired. Foods that you once might have craved might now seem like really unappealing, and that's because your dopamine, your reward response to them, is lower. That's not just in your head. It's a real neurological shift in how your brain processes hunger and how your brain processes rewards. Like I speak about this quite a lot, especially where the bliss point, I did a reel on it the other day, is concerned. You know, I remember when I started out first, my greatest joy in life was coffee and red wine. And like within 2 weeks, I was nearly puking at the smell of coffee, at the smell of red wine and the taste of coffee. And I cried because I used to love them so much. Now I'm 2.5 years in and I'm okay with it now. So don't panic. It does go away. And that changes as well. Like just because you feel you might not be able for coffee or red wine or chocolate anymore, that will pass. And then it'll go on to something else and that will pass, you know. So again, nothing really to be worried about. But just take note, you know, if you do feel yourself having a little aversion, you think, oh yeah, definitely the medication. And last but not least, burping and acid reflux. Yuck. They can literally smell and taste like egg, like sour gone off egg. They are horrible. Peppermint tea, peppermint capsules really help. But the reason for this is because your digestion is slowed down so much, it can lead to like excess stomach acid and trapped gas. Now they say that eating smaller meals and slowing down while you're eating these smaller meals can really, really help in managing it. But they're not nice, but they definitely don't last, thankfully. They happen quite early on. So yeah, they will pass. So if you want to look into these side effects a little bit more, Johann Hari has a book called Magic Pill, and in that he explains these side effects. They're not random. They're proof that medication is working on a deeper metabolic level. Most of them improve as your body adjusts, typically within the first couple of months. Now, in saying that, never, ever, ever take medical advice from anybody on the internet, especially TikTok and especially Instagram and Facebook. And do not be taking medical advice from the likes of me. If you feel that these symptoms and these side effects are outside the realms of normal, do not ask anybody about them on the internet. Go to your doctor, go to your prescriber and find out exactly what needs to be done. And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.